We have a late night NHL trade to discuss. The Canucks and the Blackhawks have made a swap of players. We'll discuss the details coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some unexpected news late this evening. The Vancouver Canucks and the Chicago Blackhawks have completed a trade. We have Jason Dickinson of the Vancouver Canucks, along with a 2024 second round pick, being traded over to Chicago for defenseman Riley Stillman. Of course, we knew that the Blackhawks had made it well known to all the NHL teams that they were willing to take on contracts. If they were in, the teams were in cap trouble, needed to shed some money, they were there. But of course, they were going to want something extra for it. So hence the second round pick, Jason Dickinson. Of course, was acquired a while back from Dallas and hasn't really worked out in Vancouver. We know the Canucks ideally needed to shed some money, and they could also use help on the blue line. I discussed in my video earlier tonight that the Vancouver Canucks obviously had a bunch of injuries that they're kind of juggling here, and that look for them to probably add on the blue line, either by possibly, over the next couple of days looking into waiver wire and maybe picking up a player off waivers, or possibly making a trade. As I mentioned, I didn't expect it to be anything too substantial, more of a depth piece, somebody who can play, in that bottom pair probably, or maybe, something along those lines is what we were kind of looking at, and it came together way quicker than I ever expected here. So Riley Stillman's a decent, serviceable NHL defenseman. He's 24 years old, 6'1", just shy of 200 pounds. He's left shot. I think the Canucks probably would have preferred somebody to play on the right side with some of the injuries they're dealing with, but at the same time, maybe they're confident they can switch the players around here and make it all work out. But he's got just a little bit over 100 NHL games of experience. He's not somebody who's going to give you a ton of offense, but like I said, he's got enough experience under his belt. He's not a high-profile big name, but he's somebody who should be able to help the Canucks blue line here, and like I said, and it sheds a decent amount of money. Both of these players have 2 years left on their contracts. Dickinson making $2.65 and Stillman only making $1.35. So this saves Vancouver $1.3 million in cap. It obviously moves on to Jason Dickinson contract. Like I said, something that they were not overly fond of. I know they had some roster decisions to make and then needing help on the blue line. So to me, this is a win-win. And they only, have to give up a second-round pick to make it happen on top of the contract, but that's not too bad considering all things here. So, small trade, but I think it should help Vancouver. Chicago, we know they're not overly interested by the looks of things. They're really winning a lot of hockey games this year. So this helps them get another asset for the future with this second round pick. So let me know your thoughts on this trade down in the comments, and we'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, of course, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest news, rumors, and analysis on all 32 NHL teams. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.